Welcome back to the third episode of LEGO Librarian. Today we're doing the TIE Interceptor, set number 6206. To my recollection, this set came out sometime around 2006 or 2007 timeframe. There's at least a couple others that came out after that, but this one, as far as I know, is the oldest. At the end of this video, I will pause on the index so you can get a look at some of the pieces, if that helps you out. All right, and then let's go ahead and get into it. This is one of those where the instruction pamphlet was scanned in, and the light source that was on it was a bit, it just cast a lot of shadows, so it's really hard to see how many studs are on each piece for some of the darker pieces, but I have everything laid out by the index, and these are definitely the correct colors for it. First, we have the pilot, black TIE fighter pilot helmet, torso and pants. Way back when, they didn't do faces for the heads, so it's just a plain black head. There were no faces printed on and no holes cut in the helmets, so that's all you got. This guy doesn't even have a blaster. Set him aside for now. Next, a blue 2x4 thin and a black 4x4 with one row of studs. Page 2. 4x4 light gray. Two 2x2s black. A 1x2 thin blue vent. A 1x2 blue thin. Two 1x4 dark grays. Then a 1x2 dark gray piece that can pivot, and the instructions show it being put on like this. I believe it was originally intended to face the other way, so it leans towards the pilot. It just makes more sense, but I'm just going to put it in the way the instructions show for now. And an old 1x2 light gray computer screen piece. Let's see if that focuses. I need a better light source, because this is almost not even visible. I'll try to cast as little shadow over it as possible. Okay. All right, and then there are two dark gray L-shaped pieces that are thick. Next page. Two light gray 2x3s, one on either side. And a tan 1x2, thick. Then there are two more tan 1x2s. Two more dark gray L-shaped pieces. And a black 1x2 that's extra tall. That fits directly between the L's. After that, there are two 1x4 blacks that have holes. Go here and here. And then a third. Where is the peg? There we go. Peg goes directly in the center, and it attaches to the back of the Interceptor. Next up, we have a light gray disc with a clear blue smaller disc attached. It's darker blue. I know they make these in a lighter blue shade as well, but this one is the darker blue. I don't know what exactly you'd call that, kind of an aquamarine almost. And then there are two single stud lights, pegs, studs. I think LEGO calls them studs. In the instruction manual, it's hard to tell if they're red or kind of that clear shred, but they are the clear red color, kind of more, how do you describe that? Not fluorescent, but not entirely opaque. Next, there are two thin 2x3 dark grays. are 2 dark gray 2x2s. They each have a down slope. You have 2 blue 2x2s. Oopsie. Sorry about that. And 2 blue 1x2s. Also with a slope. Next we have 2 black 1x3s. And 2 1x1s, also black. And these have the connector that the cockpit canopy will attach to. At this point, the pilot goes inside the vehicle. And this section is complete. Next, for the canopy, you have a blue 2x4 thin, 2 more red lights. All of the single stud reds for this set, of which there are 6 in total, are the clearish red, not the opaque red. 1x2 tan, and a 4x4 thin black piece. Oh, I'm sorry, a second 2x4 blue, and then the 4x4. The 4x4 black will attach to the clear canopy, and then a 1x2 blue vent thin will go on the front. And then your last 2 lights will attach to the front of the canopy. Once that's complete, the assembly will attach to the cockpit. Compose. Alright, flipping it upside down, we have 2 more 1x4 thin dark gray pieces. And 2 thin blue 1x2 pieces. I am missing 1 piece to this set. It is a 1x4 blue. I think one of the pets took it and dragged it off somewhere, so just know that I'll be skipping one of those, and that is why. 2 more 1x2 blue vents. Then we're going to build 2 of these. Need 2 2x3 blues, 2 2x4 blues, both with slopes, and 2 thick dark gray 2x4s with pegs on each end. I'm sorry, 4 of those. And this will hold the wings onto the cockpit. And they're complete, and they slide into the sides. I'm just saying stuff to fill empty time. I know a lot of what I'm saying is obvious, but it's better than not saying anything right. Or is it? That's probably not. A dark gray disc that has 4 black lines marked on it. Correction. Let's go back 1 page. I mess this up every time. A 2x4 thin black piece runs down the center. You won't miss it for long because this disc won't attach if it's not there. Or you'll find out at the very end. We're going to now build both of the wings at the same time. Take your 2 large dark gray pieces, and each one will take 2 of these sloped 2x3 blues. Then you'll need 8 of these light gray joints and 8 dark gray joints. I didn't think that would work, but I think it did. know if that's any faster than just putting them together individually. All right. So the light gray section of the joint goes towards the center. Make sure they're all firmly in place. Same with the other wing. Alright, then we have 6 by 10 thin black pieces that will attach to the top and leave 1 row of studs on the blue slope exposed, as well as leaving the joint pieces capable of turning. Turning, that's not the right word. Rotating? No. Changing their position. We'll go with that. Alright, at this point you need 2 2x2 light gray squares. You'll need 8 1x2 thin light gray vents, 4 for each wing. Those look weird. Two thin blue 2x4s. You'll need 4 total 1x4 blue pieces that are smooth on the top. The one that I skip over will just be whichever one was supposed to be last on one of the wings. Then 4 1x6 blues. Are these 6? No, these are 8. 1x8 blues. And then we will go ahead and move on to the next step. You'll need 2 1x4 light gray thin pieces. Each of them will have 2 1x1 light grays. I said dark grays for the 1x4s, right? And then between those, there will be these L-shaped 1x2, 1x4 light grays. And those in turn will have 1x1 dark gray downsloped pieces, which I believe are supposed to be, they wouldn't be air intakes because these operate in space. I don't know what these would be. And those attach like so. Next you're going to need 2 of whatever you would call these. They are dark gray. And they will hold that piece on that you just put over. And you'll need 2 light gray thin 2x2s. Alright, we can set those aside for now and start on the wings. Same thing, we're going to build 2 of these at a time. Need 2 large wing sections, 2 small wing sections, all black, all thin, and 2 medium wing sections, same. You will need, on each wing, 3 1x8 blue smooth tops. I don't know if you have the right length because they will go all the way to the end of the wing. On each wing, you'll need 2 1x4 blues, and you will need 1, getting those mixed up a bit, 1x6 blue, which will extend just a bit over the front edge, leading edge of the wing. Repeat the same. And 1x4s blue, 1x6 blue. Right, then we're going to rotate these over. You're going to need 2 thin light gray 2x4s. Then you will need 2 for each 2x10 dark grays. Why do I call one of these colors light gray and one dark gray? Wouldn't one just be gray? It's too late to stop now. And then a 1x3 dark gray tiny wing piece. 2 more of your 2x10 dark grays. And the other dark gray small wing piece, tiny wing piece. All right, next you're going to add the cannons, laser cannons to each one. 2x2 black with a peg that receives a stick, I suppose you would call it, a rod. Repeat the same for the other wing. And then they will attach so that they hold the small wing on. And those 2 are complete. Then you'll return back to the wing section you did previously and attach the wings so that all of the smooth blue pieces line up. One of those is not cooperating. That's fine. All right, you're going to take 2 of these dark gray steering wheel sections. I guess that's what I'm calling these. Attach them so. And then set these aside again to do the other 2 wing sections. And large black wings, medium-sized black wings, and small. 1x6 for the top that hangs slightly over. The remainder of your 1x4s, of which I will be 1 short for the moment. If you are missing individual pieces, you can order individuals through lego.com. Usually they cost around 5 to 7 cents each, but the shipping and handling can be, if I remember right, $14 to $20. So it's usually best to wait until there's a lot of parts that you need before you place an order, just for efficiency's sake. Ask me how I know. Alright, and then your 1x8 light blue pieces. Flip the wings over again. 2 more 2x4 light grays, thin. And then 4 more, 2 for each wing, 2x10 dark grays, thin, with the small wings at the end. All right, and then we will repeat the 2 cannons. We are nearly complete. All right, we're going to go ahead and attach these other wing sections, and then take the light gray discs with the imperial symbol, place that directly in the middle on the wheel. Same again. Now you're going to take, for each wing, you're going to take 4 light gray 2x4s. And these wings fall off very easily without this step. Place all 4 like so. take your 4 2x2, 2x4 arched pieces and use them to hold the wings onto the center. Make sure they're pressed on firmly. And that will be just about it before the wings attach to the cockpit. Would it be called the fuselage? Or it's a combination of the fuselage and cockpit, I suppose. Alright, at this point, you can connect the center to the wings. And then the wings curve inwards to give it that classic Interceptor look. I'm going to go ahead and skip through and let that linger on the index for a while. There are 2 index pages for this. But yeah, this was always a fun build when I was a kid. I bought this when it was released back in the day. I don't remember what the first Lego set I bought was, but this was close to it. It's a little bit simplistic now looking back, but it kind of had, I don't know, sometimes there's a draw. But anyway, enough dumb things of me. Let me speak real good, big, smart thing. And the second index page should now be on screen. Anyway, thanks for your attention. Hopefully this was useful for whatever build you're working on, and I will see you with the next one. Thanks.